Margot didn't say yes, or if Margot's mother never met Margot's father and she didn't exist, I don't know what the hell I would have done. Because, I mean, she was just perfect. I can't imagine anybody else playing the part other than her.
I can't think of a time where I've ever seen this kind of ensemble come together for a movie, and it takes a filmmaker like Quentin for that to happen. But I'll never forget the table read looking around. It's like Al Pacino, Dakota Fanning, Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, the list was endless, and everyone's wonderful. But yeah, the cast is just insane.
I got lucky. It's the casting queue of the decade, if you ask me, if not the generation. And it wouldn't have worked if they both hadn't have responded to the characters. You know, so people would say, "Hey, did you have them in mind?" They go, "Well, yeah, I had them in mind, but I didn't know I was going to be that lucky."
I mean, I'm the biggest Tarantino fan, and you think I would have learned by now. You never know what you're going to get with Tarantino, and this movie is no exception. It's a wild ride, but it's an unexpected journey.
The man is able to sit back for years at a time, and it's almost like a collage of different ideas, encounters that he has, stories that he hears, and he somehow puts all this stuff together and gives us as an audience, no matter what they think of the movie, they know they're in for an incredibly unique experience every time they go, and that's why people keep coming back. And I would have never expected that he'd want to tell this story, but it's something that he's been thinking about for 20 years. He told us he sat down with his stunt double and the actor, and they were just kind of a unit unto themselves. He goes, that would be a great buddy picture, and now here we are years later making this movie.
The beautiful thing about this one, it seems to be a confluence of all his films. Like there's a little bit of the vernacular from Jackie Brown to Pulp to Bastards to Django. It seems like accumulation of everything, and it's pretty wonderful.
It's a movie for movie lovers, you know, and nobody loves movies more than Quentin Tarantino. I mean, yeah, it's kind of just a celebration of everything that he loves and of Hollywood, and it's very fun.
I think it's a very entertaining movie. I think one of the things, if people like my movies, one of the things that they might like about them is the fact that I make movies for an audience. I make movies that they indulge in big set pieces that gets an audience reaction. And so the thing about it is, if you come see one of my movies, you're not going to just see images glazing over you. You're going to have an interactive audience experience. And to me, that's a good night at the movies.
I think it's his most personal. I'm a big fan of movies that are about Hollywood culture. I love Singing in the Rain, for example. But this is a very unique take on Hollywood because he takes it from the perspective of two guys that are outsiders. You know, Brad and I are in a changing culture, a changing industry. The industry is sort of going into the long-haired sort of hippie types, and we're a product of the 50s, and we're out of work. And Sharon Tate happens to be my neighbor, and all of a sudden I see a new opportunity. But I just love that it's almost like, you know, we're voyeurs to a changing culture. And what Quentin does so well is just bring a sense of reality. Even though there's this almost fairy tale aspect to what he does, hence the name Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it is based in a lot of real fact and a lot of Hollywood history. And I think people will love a great art film on this scale about our industry.
We just fit. I mean, that's usually the way it is, you know? We just seem to fit. So it made sense to both of us, and we got started and running, and it's been great since.
Our characters are kind of two sides of the same coin. He's my stunt double, yet we developed this very unique relationship that helps us navigate our own survival. And it's from the brilliant mind of Quentin Tarantino to put all these different pieces together.
I don't call any of my movies comedies because I think there's more to them than just laughs. But when I'm writing them, when I'm making them, I think it's a comedy, all right? You know, I'm pacing it for laughs, and I'm pacing it for the audience reacting. And now I get them to stop laughing every once in a while, but then part of my thing is to get them to stop laughing and then get them laughing again.
It's tentpoles and sequels, and it's getting harder and harder to get original content to a big cinema. So it's great for us, it's fun for us, and thank God Tarantino's got one more left in him.
I don't know if any other film coming out this summer is an original, and this isn't a sequel, prequel, remake. This is a completely original, genius idea out of Quentin's brain, and you just never know what you're going to get with that.
There you go, young lady. Come on, Joy. Presto changer.